Warning, warning, all parents. This video is not made for kids. This is not a kid-friendly video. This video is for adults that collect die-cast 1/18 scale cars. So with all that being said, that this video is not made for kids, we can begin. Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what you see here, the red 1988 Trans Am GTA. Now, this particular car is special to me overall the way it looks. And the reason for that is because back when I was in college, I'm going to say probably my second going on my third year of college, I had a 1988 red hardtop Firebird Formula. It was tan interior, just like this one, and it had the gold GTA rims, minus, of course, the vented hood, but it did have the turbo hood on there. And man, I loved that car so much. I took it to my mechanic shop. I fixed up the engine. I put in I was going to say I put in a new transmission, but that's not true. I put the new transmission on my 86 black and gold T-top Trans Am. So with that red Formula, man, oh God, I love that car. It was such a badass car. The only thing is, like, there was more problems with it, and I sold it, right? Now I kind of wish I never sold it. In a way, I go back and forth. Red is not my color, but for what it was, again, 1988 Firebird Formula, it was an awesome, awesome car. I really do miss it. I wish I could find another one, but oh well, it is what it is. I can't find them, and when you do find them, they are skyrocketing right now because, again, they stopped making Firebirds in 2002. So, oh well. Well, what you see here is, again, it's a 88 Trans Am GTA, and it represents, the way you see it here, the way it represents my Formula from back then. Now, the other thing is, why do you see this guy right here? This guy is Johnny Lawrence from COBRA KAI. Originally, I mean, this figure is for Karate Kid, and in the YouTube show, the way it started, of course, YouTube. What is it? Red. What is it? YouTube Red. When they came out with COBRA KAI, Johnny Lawrence right here was driving a 1991 or 1992 Firebird V8 T-top automatic. A beautiful car. It needed a little bit of love. Basically, it needed a paint job, a little bit of working on, but hey, it was well, I want to say it is a beautiful car, but they destroy it. Spoiler alert, they destroy it in the show. And then he buys another car. He doesn't really buy it, they give it to him, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, again, back in the 80s, these cars were like top of the line, as in if you wanted something fast, something good looking, something awesome, you wanted a Trans Am. Because again, you got to think about it. Back in the 70s, again, you go back then, that was the only muscle car saying, you know, basically, forget you guys, the ones that gave up on having horsepower in their engines. Pontiac was the one that was holding on to the muscle car feel all the way up to, I'm going to say all the way up to like Smoking the Bandit. It started declining from there, but they held their own all the way till like maybe, I'm going to say 79 79 the Trans Am started to lose the horsepower, but the torque was still there. In '82, when Knight Rider came out, when the third gen came out, the horsepower was ridiculous. Okay, so the Firebirds from the very first year, the 60s, 67, 68, and 69, the horsepower was closer to 400 horsepower. I'm gonna say, like, just to say it was somewhere around 345 horsepower, around there, okay? So 345, and then in 1982, it went really down to only 100 and, I think it was 145 horsepower, right? So that was a big-ass difference. But in 1987, I believe it was 86, when Pontiac brought back the formula, and then 87 they brought in the GTA, and then it went on from there, and then you started to really see the horsepower come back in 93, and then in 2002, basically when they introduced the LS1 in 98, they had like 325 horsepower. Or I believe it was, I think it was like 310, 315, around there. In 2002, if I'm not mistaken, it was at 300 and, I want to say 325. But there are some Firehawks that were at 335, around there. So it was closer to the actual 69 Firebirds and Trans Ams of the time, of the 60s, right? So the muscle car came back, basically. But what I'm trying to say here is that when you were a kid growing up in the 1980s, the car to have was a Trans Am, a Firebird, a Formula, anything like this, right? You could have also had a Z28, an IROC Z, but the main actual muscle car of that era was the Trans Am. They were king of the road back then, right? Now there's going to be a lot of other people that disagree. Oh, no, it's the Mustang, which is laughable. But there you go. There you go. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. That's what they chose in the show for Johnny to be driving around in. And again, it was a T-top, it was a red, it was a 91 or 92 Firebird V8, right? And again, it was a beautiful car. And I say it was because, again, they destroy it in the show, which sucks, but oh well. This is the way I have mine displayed, with the young Johnny Lawrence, with the 88 red GTA. And let's move the girl out of the way here. And there is an actual gremlin inside this particular car because, well, it's just fun that way. So let's look at that real close here. So it's, if the camera can zoom in or focus on it, really. Okay, let's open the door so you can see a little bit better. And as always, green light, just the modeling, outstanding. This is a great model of this particular car. Okay, let's close the door on this side. Let's open it on this side. And you can probably, if the camera will focus on this, you can see where it says Performance Suspension, and it also shows the GTA logo inside there. Okay. Now in the back here, you can see we have an Autobots symbol. Okay. And let's flip this upside down. And you can see this one is numbered. Again, if it zooms in, or what is it, focuses. Okay, well, okay, I was wrong. 1989 Pontiac Firebird GTA. And again, this one is numbered at 1362. And again, green light right there. But yeah, like I'm telling you guys, the one that I had in college was an 88, and it looked pretty damn identical to this car, except for mine did not have the spoilers on the side, the ground effects, and it had the turbo hood. But everything else, the same interior, the same wraparound spoiler, the same rims, hardtop, automatic. It was basically all the exact same thing as you see here. Again, minus the vents in the hood and the ground effects. But man, do I miss that car. So now I've been trying to find a formula with no luck. Well, I shouldn't say no luck. I have found them, but they are very expensive. So there is the antenna that you see there. And again, green light. Guys, you did an outstanding job. And I know I don't need to tell you, but I mean, really, damn, this is a beautiful, beautiful model. I love it. Very, very cool. So let's put it back down on the base here. Let's put Johnny Lawrence next to it. And let's spin it around so you can see the reflection really nice. Just a beautiful model. The formula that I had did not have a two exhaust tips on each side. Mine only had one, so you would have one tip on one side and one tip on the other side. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care, guys. Bye.